Okay, good morning to all. Today's topic is antonyms. Yesterday we discussed synonyms. So the other half of the topic is antonyms. So let us see the objectives of antonyms. So the first objective is to improve vocabulary by learning antonyms which refer to the same idea. Antonym doesn't mean exact the opposite, but that is opposite word, but that refers to the same idea of the word given. Second objective, to understand the subtle differences among the opposite words of the same idea. There are many antonyms for a word. These antonyms differ in their shades of meaning. So we have to understand the subtle differences among the antonyms in terms of shades of meaning. The third objective is to reinforce the seamless and effective communication by learning antonyms. So, by learning antonyms also, we can promote communication, effective communication, seamless and effective communication, fluency by improving one's vocabulary in terms of synonyms and antonyms. So, these are the broad main objectives of lesson. So, let us see the introduction of this lesson. An antonym is a word that is opposite in meaning to the given word. As in the case of synonyms, the antonyms to a word may also have slight differences, shades of meaning. And so, one antonym to a word in a context may not be appropriate for another context. So, antonyms also have different shades of meaning. And for example, the word abandon has several antonyms like adopt, defend, hold, keep, support, retain, etc. These are antonyms of the word abandon. What are the antonyms? Adopt, defend, hold, keep, support, retain, etc. But all these antonyms do not convey exactly the same meaning. For a sentence, the man abandoned his effort. The sentence with the opposite meaning will be the man kept on his effort. But for the sentence, he abandoned his friend in the crisis, we convey the opposite idea by saying he defended his friend, or he defended or supported his friend in the crisis. To take another example, the word dark has several antonyms. That is not given here. The word dark has several antonyms like bright, clear, honest, shining, knowledge. For a sentence, the room was dark. The opposite sentence will be the room was bright. Dark opposite word, bright. But for the sentence, he was groping in the dark in this matter. The opposite meaning is conveyed by the sentence, he was clear in this matter. Again, as in the case of synonyms and antonyms also have metaphorical meaning, symbolic meaning. If a word is used in a metaphorical meaning, its antonyms also, antonym also has a metaphorical significance. This is best explained in the Upanishadic statement. The statement is Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, which means lead me from darkness to light. Here, while darkness represents ignorance, light represents knowledge or enlightenment. So the real meaning of the Upanishadic statement is lead me to knowledge from ignorance. Lead me to knowledge from ignorance. Similarly, he has a white heart. He has a white heart means he is good and honest. For this, the sentence with the opposite meaning will be he has a black heart, meaning he has a wicked character or he has ill intention. The antonyms of some of the frequently used words are given below. So, abbreviate, antonyms lengthen, elongate, enlarge, expand. These are the antonyms. So, let us use them in sentences. Abbreviate this report. The opposite sentence is elaborate this report. Then, another example, Great Britain is the abbreviation for Great Britain. Great Britain. GB. Sorry. GB is the abbreviation for Great Britain. The opposite sentence is Great Britain is the abbreviation for GB. Expansion for GB. Great Britain is the expansion for GB. The second one, abolish. Opposite words revive, sustain, continue. Examples, so the tax will be abolished. Opposite word, the tax will be continued. Abolished, opposite word, continue here in this context. Second one, the organization was abolished last year. The organization has been revived this year. Abolished, revived this year. Third one, defend. Defend opposite words, attack, offend, assault. Example sentences, the line of control was defended heroically by our soldiers. Opposite sentence, the line of control was attacked by the enemies. Another example, the football team played a defensive game. Opposite sentence, the football team played an offensive game. Defensive, opposite word, offensive. So in this way, the antonyms also have different shades of meaning. Subtle differences among antonyms, like the previous topic, synonyms. Activity 1. Let us see a important list of the antonyms of some of frequently used words are given here. First one is accuse. Opposite word, acquit, exonerate, absolve, free from guilt. Accuse, opposite word, antonym, acquit, exonerate, absolve. Beautiful word. Next, acknowledge. Acknowledge means accept, admit. Opposite word, deny, conceal, disown. Next, active. Opposite words, dull, inactive, sluggish, lazy. Sluggish means lazy. Next word, anxiety. Opposite word, confidence, assurance, satisfaction. Cool, composed. Also, the opposite words of anxiety. Bad, opposite word, good, right, pleasant. Bad, opposite word, good, right, pleasant. Next, base. Base here means dirty or mean. Here the meaning of the word base means mean or dirty. Opposite word dignified, noble, honorable. Dignified, noble, honorable. Next, begin. Opposite word end, conclude, terminate. Next, break. Opposite word unite, mend, fasten. Next word calm. Opposite word wild, violent, agitated, disturbed, mentally disturbed. Agitated means mentally disturbed. Violent opposite meaning non-violent. Wild opposite meaning, another opposite meaning wild, domestic. You can also domestic. Here break, mend. There is a word mend, meaning repair. You can say. Then this is the first slide. Next, second activity 2, candid. Opposite word crafty. Candid means frank, open. Uh, Opposite word crafty, sly, subtle. Sly means maintaining secrecy, secretly, you can say. Crafty means scheming. Candid, crafty, sly, subtle. Another word catch. Opposite word release, miss, lose. So here see lose. It is a spelling L-O-S-E. There is another word lose, L-O-O-S-E. The difference is here uh, L-O-S-E lose opposite word lost. Past tense. Past tense of lose is lost. Another that word L-O-O-S-E lose means not tie as regards to fitting. Clean, dirty, dishonest, tainted. Tainted means a person's reputation that is tarnished. There is a blemish in the character of a person that is tainted. Tainted character, tainted personality, tainted reputation. There is some negation, there is some blemish in his personality. Clear, opposite word vague, ambiguous, dubious. Vague means not clear, vague. Ambiguous also not clear. That can be interpreted in both ways. A sentence or a situation that is ambiguous means that can be interpreted in both ways, in a positive way or a negative way. Dubious means doubtful. Whose pretensions are doubtful. That is dubious, not candid, you can say, not frank, not genuine. That is dubious. Conquer, opposite word defeat, lose, lost, lose, past tense, lost. Succumb, succumb means surrender. Conquer, conquer, win over. Conquer means win over. Opposite word defeat, lose, succumb, or surrender. Next, crude, opposite word refined, polished, cultured, finished, you can say. Next, danger, opposite word safety, protection, immunity. Next, dead, opposite word alive, living, active. The opposite word, alive, living, active. Decent, opposite word, indecent, vulgar, obscene. Decent, indecent, vulgar, obscene. Activity 3. So here some words are given. Let me read the words first. Definite, inspire, dishonest, eager, efficient, end, excess, faith, fame. So definite opposite word, indefinite, infinite, you can say. Vague. Indefinite means vague, not clear, doubtful, not specific. You can also say not specific. Next, despair. Opposite word, hope, exultation, optimism. Despair, hope, exultation, optimism. Optimism, again, optimism, opposite word, pessimism. Exultation is a kind of ecstasy, uh, highest degree of happiness we experience when we win or when we achieve something great or glorious. That is exultation. Despite opposite word, hope, exultation, optimism. Exultation means ecstasy. Optimism means uh, thinking positively. That is optimism. Its opposite word is pessimism. Next, dishonest. Opposite word, honest, straightforward, straightforward, honorable. Next, eager. Opposite word, cool, indifferent, unmoved. Eager, cool, indifferent, unmoved, insincere. You can also say insincere. Eager opposite word could be insincere. Efficient opposite word, inefficient, useless, powerless. Efficient, inefficient, useless, powerless. Next, end, opposite word, beginning, start, origin. Beginning, start, origin. Excess, opposite word, deficiency, insufficiency, frugality, frugality. Excess, opposite word, deficiency, insufficiency, frugality. Faith, opposite word, suspicion, diffidence. Lack of confidence is called diffidence. Doubt, suspicion. Fame, opposite word, ignominy, disgrace, discredit. These are the opposite words of fame. Credit, discredit. Grace, disgrace. Activity 4. Flat, rugged, uneven, irregular. Flat means rugged, uneven, 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 irregular. Next, fortunate, unfortunate. This misfortune is different. Unhappy, unlucky, you can say. Unlucky is also unfortunate. Get, opposite word lose, forego, abandon, give up. Good, opposite word bad, poor, fall. Goodwill, opposite word ill will, malice, hatred. Goodwill, opposite word ill will, malice, hatred. Malice means having ill intention. That is malice. Guide, misguide, misled, cheat. Astray. You can also say another good word, stray. A-S-T-R-A-Y. Astray. Next, hamper. Opposite word, help, facilitate, encourage. Hamper. Opposite word, help, facilitate, encourage. That is discourage, you can say. Demotivate. Handsome. Opposite words, ugly, stingy, inelegant. These are the different shades of opposite words. Happiness, unhappiness, sorrow, distress. Next, activity 5. Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy, opposite words, honesty, openness, candor, candor. Hypocrisy, opposite word, honesty, openness, candor. Frank. You can also say frank. Next, idle. Opposite words, busy, employed, active. Inactive. Idle means inactive. Opposite words are busy, employed, active. Impatience. Opposite words, patience, equanimity, equanimity, self-control. Impatience means not having tolerance, not not having the habit of waiting and seeing the result, the process. Next, join. Opposite word, disjoin, separate, disengage. Engaged means joined. Just. Opposite word, unjust, unfair, wrong. Just, unjust, unfair, wrong. Unjust, unfair, wrong. Time. Kindle, stifle, extinguish, smother. Kindle means light. That rises hope in the heart. Opposite word, stifle, extinguish, smother. Stifle means feeling breathless because of the confined space. Next, large. Opposite word, small, petty, slight. Next, latent. Opposite word, open, patent, active. Lavish. Opposite word, scanty, stingy, frugal. Lavish. That is spending money or showing affection lavishly, spending money lavishly, extravagantly. So here, opposite word is scanty, limited, stingy, miser, frugal, economical. Frugal means economical. Stingy means miser. Scanty means limited in resources or spending. Next, legitimate, illegitimate. We have added the prefix il here to make this word an antonym. Invalid. Invalid means that point is not fit for the consideration. Spurious. It means not genuine. Next, lenient. Opposite word, harsh. Intolerant. Exacting. Lenient means not strict. Liberal, you can say, not strict. So opposite words, harsh, very strict, intolerant, not entertaining, exacting. Exacting means taking to the task. Liable, exempted. Liability means fixing the responsibility, uh, either for good or bad. Exempted, free, immune. Next, live. Opposite word, dead, dormant, inactive. Live, dead, dormant, inactive. Main, dormant. Here the dormant, the word dormant means lying, lying idle or uh, keeping oneself low. That is dormant. Main, opposite word, subordinate, dependent, secondary. So these are the opposite words of main. Next, modesty. Opposite word, arrogance. Modesty means down to the earth, plain. Egotism, conceit. Conceit means feeling oneself great. It is conceit. Next, motion, immobility. It means stationary. Immobility means stationary. Rest, stillness. These are the opposite words of motion. Natural, unnatural, artificial, false, nervous, bold, confident, unperturbed, unperturbed means not disturbed. Activity 7. Nice. Opposite word coarse, vulgar, unpleasant. Coarse means uncultured, unrefined. Object. Opposite word conquer means complementary. You can say conquer means complementary. One fits into the another. Consent, that is acceptance. Oblivious. Oblivious means forgetful, lost. Conscious. Oblivious opposite word conscious. Alert, watchful. Oblivious, conscious, alert, watchful. Conscious means to be uh, to be in senses, having in one's senses. That is conscious. Next, obvious. Opposite word hidden, obscure, involve, offer. Opposite word withhold, withdraw, suppress. Offer, withhold. Not withhold means not letting go. Withdraw, suppress. Another word, part, whole, total, aggregate, sum. Next, perfect, imperfect. Im is prefix. Faulty, inexpert. In is prefix. Expert, inexpert. Another opposite meaning of perfect is having some lacuna, having some gap. That is also precise, means inaccurate, not correct, incorrect, unclear, careless. Profit, opposite word loss, damage, disadvantage, advantage, disadvantage. This is prefix. Next, activity 8. Quarrel, befriend, concur, compromise. These are the opposite. These are the antonyms. Quarrel, befriend, or cordial, you can say. Concur, compromise. Quicken, opposite word, retard, delay, slacken. Slow, you can say. Slow, quicken, slow. Retard, the growth that is retarded, mentally retarded, we say. Mentally challenged. Delay, slacken. make slow the movement that is slackened. Rational, irrational, superstitious, foolish, superstitions, or blind beliefs. Rational is scientific thinking. Irrational, unscientific thinking. Rational means using reason, using one's logic. Remote, close, related, familiar. Severe, tender, gentle, pleasant. Severe means harsh. Opposite word, tender, gentle, pleasant. Shelter. Opposite word, betray, expose, surrender. Betray means a person who is a traitor. No. Next, tactful, skillful. Tactful means skillful. Opposite word, tactless, rude, awkward. Uncertainty, certainty, assurance, conviction, it is faith. Valid, invalid, unacceptable, fallacious. So these are the antonyms. So here, one small task. Give one antonym for each of the following words. Fright, brave, amplify, condense, bitter, sweet, clever, dull, condemn, praise, comfortable, uncomfortable, increase, decrease, increase, depart, arrive, enemy, friend, fit and fit, fragile, strong, guilt, innocence, hide, expose, heavy, light, important, unimportant, memory, forgetfulness, neutral, biased, object, conquer, partner, rival. These are the antonyms of these words. Now, let us see some more exercises. So, in the same lesson, yes, I read some words. I read some sentences. These sentences, you have to change the word I repeat into antonym. He is my friend. Friend antonym, foe. He is my foe. He is very active today. Antonym, inactive. The climate is quite good for health. This climate is quite bad for health. She was in an agitated mood. She was in a calm mood. The candidate gave very clear answers to the questions. Clear. The candidate gave very vague answers to the questions. Fifth one, he acknowledged his role in the crime. Acknowledged. He denied his role in the crime. Acknowledge, opposite word, deny. Next, most of the government departments are very efficient. Efficient, opposite word. Most of the government departments are very inefficient. Next, he was eager to know the result. He was indifferent to know the result. I was guided by the opinion of those people. I was misguided by the opinion of those people. One's happiness depends on one's own attitude towards it. Happiness. One's unhappiness depends on one's own attitude towards it. His contribution to Kargil Fund was quite handsome. His contribution to Kargil Fund was quite frugal. His advice helped our progress. His advice hampered our progress. The way to the temple was quite flat. The way to the temple was rugged. The items are liable for tax. The items are exempted from tax. The dinner was quite lavish one. The dinner was very scanty one. Join these two ends of the wire. Disjoin these two ends of the wire. The examples given by the speakers were obvious to the audience. The examples given by the speaker were obscure to the audience. Obvious, opposite word, obscure. The government offered financial help to the project. The government refused financial help to the to that profit. His friends' words kindled his enthusiasm for the work. His friends' words stifled his enthusiasm for the work. Kindled, opposite word, stifled. The candidate was tactful in approaching the voters. The candidate was tactless in approaching the voters. This pause is valid for this show. This pause is invalid for this show. The same way, I read some more sentences and I change the sentences, the main word into antonym, and read the sentence again. Okay? Most of the words are adjectives. I am going to change those adjectives into antonyms. I am only a subordinate worker here. Subordinate. So opposite word, subordinate, opposite word, chief. I am not the chief worker here. Next, he is arrogant. Arrogant, opposite word, humble. He is not at all humble. I am dissatisfied. I am dissatisfied with his work. I am not satisfied with his work. Dissatisfied, satisfied. It was difficult to answer the questions of the child. It was not easy to answer the questions of the child. He refused to participate in the function. He did not agree to participate in the function. Refuse opposite word agree. He was careless in his work. Careless. He was careful in his work. Careless opposite word careful. The work of this artist is only imaginative. Imaginative opposite word original. The work of this artist is original. Ladies are generally stingy in money matters. Stingy opposite word liberal. Ladies are generally not liberal in money matters. Nuclear power plants are generally safe. Safe opposite word. Dangerous. Nuclear power plants are not generally dangerous. My experience with that man has been bitter opposite. My experience with that man has not been pleasant. The economic situation in the country is quite depressing. The economic situation in the country is not encouraging. The light in the room is quite faint. The light in that room is not quite bright. I go to the library occasionally. I do not go to the library frequently. Any honest man hates hypocrites. No honest man likes hypocrites. Hates opposite word likes. There should be communal harmony in the country. There should be communal disharmony in the country. Harmony opposite word disharmony. Your arguments are illogical. Your arguments are not logical. The husband was harsh towards his wife. Harsh opposite word. The husband was not kind towards his wife. His pronunciation of the words is artificial. His pronunciation of the words is not natural. Artificial opposite word natural. This watch is quite cheap. This watch is not costly. Subhash Chandra Bose wanted radical measures to be taken for winning radical opposite. Subhash Chandra Bose did not want soft measures to be taken for winning independence. Radical opposite. You have adopted a wrong method. You have not adopted the wrong method. These arrangements are only temporary ones. These arrangements are not permanent ones. So these are some of the exercises related to the this topic, antonyms. Let us have a recap. We have given objectives, then introduction, then with some examples explained. Then we have a list of 75 antonyms, 75 words and their antonyms. And we have 3 activities, practicing sessions. So with this, we have completed the lesson. Next lesson, we will focus on homophones or confusing words. Thank you.